Yeah, Minia, good morning.
Good morning.
Nampa chapum.
Nyamia domboko.
The Jamia say. So, Osaba Kenza. Now, I was in catching corner that accusation be brave about Apietus Ebekambi, Randy Nunu Ebekambi, Akusio Japan Ebekambi, Akonoma JK Ebekambi, a couple of them. I mean, I was Akonoma Diana, you were not happy with it, and you wanted to take a certain steps, but you consider the platform now didn't happen also no, and I'm holding on, and also me that's it. So, yes, I'm mommy.
That's in your friends say meeting kind achia amasifo na any Ghamro members in the fans na some more official pa officers brano bia ahoden asika ka ho na nyakopama Ghamro so afan to mapefa.
Good. Per your experience in life as a person, experience as an artist, experience as board chair of Ghamro, uni music, would you ever manage an artist?
No.
When you opportunity to establish a record company, would you do it?
I have a record label. I might try say me and signing artist. Me signing some 3 artists about 15 years ago, but me who say Omar and some man careful and maybe do and found one make a boy no besa blue
artist
no besa blue seminar mama or my brother or you know the me say after me over recording no me say video can home me yeah in cast media and I'm the chair
okay
say on one corner on one pankotoa or because me say and then no about and I'm here and why say just say a human kasana woye investment na woye and yet on an there be problems and the way it's not say to say there be no or jessica as if say the sebu won't necessary ocean now me first na me spend ewo almost personal issues now me they compare sika me invest ewo almost jumani me nyam kwa me sika ko hye na so bana na se to aso saa na ekoba se nyam na anye hater empai bebre artist who release nyam wo spend sika ye show the video ya bond radio so na dwene ye ne say enyum no yeto entisa etimi na me read between the lines am catch am so okay e better say me cut me losses
okay
be am spend the piano me fan say ahye na me fa eduma ne nche omo na me ko from the free side so then after that no Omar is the only artist on my label.
Now I want to eduma na no why na was what you
well and only your biggest problem e Ghana has Central for decided to obey music they just get up and do it based on passion. Yeah, na nipa bebre nim say music no a business said the business bia tie artist we a product so your product and now per se over a specific marketer as a so visibility studies a dear type of music na me dey ba and here for no me competitors or specific marketing and then for front necessarily the band yenja will be our establish your marketing that we don't do any of these things so we jump co studio for your recording we be a fina on and send me helper and say okay we be on this cabin be promote no no sa product nan kasa na we ba market no because of say product no when design now we need targeted audience omo we product ndi ama omo. And before we bring names even and you mix in crown, you do specific mix for specific targeted market.
Okay.
I say first and foremost, every artist is a product. Brody Becker said, what are your revenue streams? And you now they bar including who artist now or brand. What are your revenue streams? And here adwuma na wo ye sika be frema omo ndwene sa ne ma we nya eti no okọ studio no ko enyom no and na from their to social media na asefo afi oya na se eniema nye ya na why frustrated then be divert in anger. The easiest spot is my producer or Ghamro.
Okay.
Ghamro na manani. But almost all the name necessary ka oye. Wanye no. Blame ne ho da obepe obi e de ahye. And sadly we are started from akoswa enunti na magana ye musicians ni bebre no sabio and found in the how talented are ye. Emre bi bedu no ubon say or starting music now it's a jumana na any day on uni business no. Meanwhile music business na 30% talent 70% business.
Okay.
If you don't structure it as business there said the tibia wepim now pim we are afe na ope obi a obe blame no. That is the problem in this country.
And you know come to this question, but looks like answer. Say be a crowbar now. Say okay, uncle. Person ko enyumu. Futu na dama mi answer na mako.
Empe bebre me mo futu na me oba me bisaw. O pese me ka no krechere. Ana pese me ka de eye wo de kire wo. Uchu so a I'll tell you because nipa ni bebre o ha oba ono ankasa create ni answer woni tirim. O hwehwe endorsement. It is a me who says out here. I'll just give you an endorsement. So that men can crunch on on timing.
Okay, that's one person back be.
Exactly. So but maybe so do you want the truth or you want my endorsement? So ka self endorsement me tia onyum na say the tia oh fine pa oh yere ho be maybe open okra then I'll tell you the truth as it is. I've been in this music industry for 30 something years. So BBN industry both local and global. I mean, I've gone as far as signing contract with Sony, signing publishing contract with EMI. There is nothing in this game that I don't know and I don't understand. But nipa be on pelo in fact, what kind of French no better. It you know, on pelo I'll tell you what you want to hear and I leave you. If you want the truth, me kind of French chiwa no tia ebebuawa. Until most people, I tell them what they want to hear.
You can't Ghana music industry. They be uncle, oh, any industry be you need say Ghana music industry no a handful.
We don't have an industry. You see, you can't say industry. It's a structured organism.
Okay.
A continuous value chain.
Right.
Music industry starts from the songwriters to the musicians to the record labels to the publishers to the marketers. It's a whole event organizers and stuff like that. Countries some developing they have a structured industry, so they can sit down and design a sound, design a way that they want to meet the global market, especially time of globalization starting here. First, we artists that yes, I was signed with major record labels like Sony or BMG or Polygram or whatever before it many global friends distribution or whatever. Since the globalization, I'm a real snake to be. What you know now the two YouTuber is already international.
Yeah.
What the two Facebook, what the two Instagram, it's already international. The second thing young profile be like Spotify, all these platforms. Young profile say they are using algorithms. The fact that we don't want to friends say Facebook and now they are to YouTube, and then say you have to know what it takes to create it or find or perform the promote one mouth so that we see how the better them and they determine how many people will even see that video of yours. So what I say, so simple for say if we are saying assessment the way a music industry is assessment. Now, say one yes, now you are still thinking 30 years ago now.
Okay.
You remain. Said you obi to me the name to a certain platform so because of say onim said the city internet and young back who say a big blow ma e we see nipa bebre ehu but say the new to no obi an hu ya but it takes some specific knowledge for somebody to be able to do some of these things. And no na say young for now music no. Young for now running record labels no. Trust me, there are so many record labels in Ghana, even currently. Omar running record labels they don't understand what is going on. Right now, if you sign an artist, no one sign a 360 contractor, you are out.
360.
You see, previously, you sign record label, artist, your local studio, wako record, or the Amar record company, wako chan cassette, ni CD, no promote, no aton, or ton one, yan CD sikana, now go chow the amount, na cassette and so but no chow the amount. Artist, no Okobo show, I just can't go to Okosan, the friends say, just the record contract now sign. It's all about your CD and your cassettes. And no sign artist now, yes, sir. Waboka. You have to sign everything about the artist. Or sign endorsement, I'll share with you. Or Bosch, I'll share with you. Or merchandise, I'll share with you. Or Bobakra, I'll share with you. That is the only way you can guarantee return on your investment. Otherwise, what in the call studio now acquire recording no, or spend this year video no, I would go social media and whatever place I will spend this promote no. Why now promote no? Artist now promote no. O promote na your best friend song kobo show. If you don't have a contract and a share in the show, or just can go ni bottom now we invest in my own dinner your friend song kobo show no, we see can I share. So if you don't understand some of these things, and even these days, most of the record labels now are smart. No? The record label is selling his know-how. The artist must come with his own investor.
Okay.
So we are kwekume no na waba. Media minim how I make me market or promote to everything that has to do with the music business minim.
Okay.
So investor ne ba ye invest ebia so much on you.
That's a financier.
Financier, yes. It is kabia beba no. What artists now they either 20%. And sana me record companies with the ebia 25% or 30%. And sana the investors would be 50%, depending on how you go about this whole thing. So once the artist be waba out, we promoting it, it means maybe he has a bigger investor behind him.
Okay.
No record company are the owner no any business. Obe risk in sika on a new sign artist. It's too dangerous and it's too risky. You know, so some of these things people do not understand. Artists are wow, those simple me and Sanko studio acquire recording. First and foremost, recording now you know. Who are you doing it for?
Yeah.
And I say, what is a menu about TV? So yes, we were ye pa now so acquire studio so acquire recording. Or releasing any time you know me and Sabia just say etia we say why nyum. But at the end of the day, it's just music for artistic sake. And you know, that is the problem we have in Ghana. And knowledge about the music business is very, very, very scanty. And you know, people go into this business with high hopes because who say, yes, Shatta Wale yenye sika. And I say, yes, Stone Boy yenye sika. Yes, say. Not say onimo. Yes, say. Ohun TV so. Ohun say oye show. Ema nipa bebre ho. Sometimes in this game, a show business. Obi betumi kwa ye show asebe nipa anhye da nko. Enso obe film baby nipa ko ye no. Show bi okoye nipa ko no de ahihye. Just to create an impression say everything is okay. It's show business. It works. It is now if you don't know what is behind the industry, now they who what is on television now so koye you have a problem. So ayafutu I say me de be ma menu nyina say be pure water kra na person koton you sorry penas me koton pure water. You have to find out pure water no na me koton no baby I me kofa no me ton sen na baby I me koton no how soon I meet me aton me ton we are within every 1 week and I say whatever no sika say na menya profit say na menya obi bostian na me boy na me de koto pure water na interest say na da so you have to calculate all these things and ask yourself say juma na wo kwe no time now cost spending no energy now the question no is it worth it,
right?
Is it viable? Answer na wakoye. Now one quiet is ana say sebi you just jump in. Now kokoye wina enema ankoya. Obviously you find somebody to blame at the end of the day.
Yeah, now people say about Ghana music industry anything because few days ago, Shatta Wale, I can't say now. In fact, Shatta was supposed to be on HammerTime about 4 weeks ago. Early December, first week December. No, unfortunately, won't show up, and I decided not to talk about it because of the court issues. No, but for him to also come out again and to insult almost everybody in the industry, no, because my interviews with Bray were a smart guy, very intelligent, and I was waiting to have him here to share with us. Success is now what making how we sit me drew home, because it's not easy for an artist to get to where he is. I wait to achieve all these things. Me publicity for almost like a week, billboards, online. I was with him a night before the Friday. You know, to say we had our own chat. He has a perception, or he feels like I don't like him. I don't promote him. And then I said, "Ba me can then I don't know." But we've been possible one concept. Oh, I wasn't surprised he didn't show up, but I was disappointed because I thought he was a man. I thought he's there somebody in the near dear. So for so being possible, I don't have more opportunity to come. Let's sit, let's talk. That's why I show up. All that I can say is Shatta is a coward. Or he was scared to sit with me and talk. Because seriously, and for since then, on making any move, be as Hammer, Charlie, I say anything, at least let's show respect to our viewers, our fans who are ready to listen to us. Now, our fans, and nothing has happened. And you go up there and insult everybody using the P word and blah, blah, blah. Because, see, Rex, me come anano nyoma bi awaye as an artist. Wako from Abba, Amiki, you are there, you have numbers. Me feel say stadium show nipa unya no. Ese ono person kan nyina no, uhwemu a ewom it is nka okaya e dan ke bete. But you have to insult everybody because nko na nim nyansa. See, I did this for him. Plus other things I come dey man. I'm the chair one of his guys, you know. Tinya after Thursday you go say afino akoye deba. But why then Ghana music industry? Why Shatta Wale then? That's the question I want to ask, because he keeps insulting you guys.
Okay, I'll tell you something. You know, Shatta, when me young now, Mrs. You know, Obia no name me bia. I was like him.
Yeah, I remember.
You know, and you know, in most cases, I'll be the last person to blame him. Your industry, we say the city, you know. I don't know, for some reason, Ghana, so we are artist now peja or minor utim no kutiao. Especially media no ekutiao. Because we artists now see so the media almost say, oh basropa, the media want to like determine your destiny.
And we didn't.
Envy. It's a pure envy.
I say maybe I can say me more.
Yes, a pure envy. Yeah. The system is to say, wo as an artist, no, omo make you. Until without them, you are nobody. And every artist of a sort, every artist are only ego. You are not an artist. Because artists are being driven by emotion. You have to be emotional to the extent, say, obey even eccentric to be able to create to that level.
Okay. So
Shatta is eccentric. So one separate the artistic nature no from nipa sua oya, you always jump to blame him. And yet be 100%, but nobody is 100%.
Yeah.
Remember fella?
Yeah.
And then my fella it be a worse, 10 times worse than Shatta Wale. But fella is still fella. So yes, maybe I only share me name the reason why I want, but I'll plead with you. say let's find another opportunity to meet Shatta. Maybe obe explain bibia nti went to me ama and so went to me ama anka hwe ankyerɛw. Because the facts I was on in a transit to said the day, me say was that kind of for Shatta to sit and eat with you, me say or respect you. But ba wa mano, because one explain ankyerɛw until you may not understand, but a be no reason about what he said in the stadium. Oka no kre but a kwanya of fast so can no ena anye papa. So far as I'm concerned, because it is true, Nigeria by legislation almost 80% of Nigerian music in Nigeria is by law, and they play 20% of every music in the world. So by legislation, we a Nigerian radio station, you can't play any music. Any 80% of Nigerian music.
Right.
And Omar structure Omar industry in such a way, say they Omar create gatekeeping. So yeah, might be a more right marketing because your marketing, it is, if you look at the Nigeria, it's over 200 million people, and the Nigerian diaspora is huge. So they have a marketer, so we artist now release here. The Nigerian market alone can sustain you. So they will not allow anybody just to enter their market anyhow. And yeah, just 30 million people. And you be a market, Jagba. And you be a market Jagba because of lack of legislation and also self-hate. Ghanaian feel proud so about foreign music just to spite a Ghanaian artist. Ghana DJ bebo foreign music just to spite a Ghanaian artist. It is in our nature. We find it difficult to see ourselves developing. Ghana ni peso bon seninia Ghana ni ekoso. Me Rex Omar meti hey. So my fufuro bi so na me ko free ya. Ka adoma chede anyakopon de ama me as a musician and as an entrepreneur no. Enka enye haramiti. But because me a Ghana ni, and I me know me who say me Ghana ni, but mati or minor yetimono said ye suni ye buying isite. It happens in business, it happens in academia, it happens in all aspects of our lives. And other countries, woman who say yen do ye so they will use that against us. And that is what is happening. Look, Nigeria, time na mene na corrects.
Group no
yohono. Nigerian journalists they are not woody kasepa owi. So we were invited with other countries say yanko shows. Yako no at the Nigerian National Theatre. Oh, in a way be perform, no be perform. Edruyen yeswa. Me starting show na. When they saw the applaud and everything, trust me, Nigerian musicians jump on the stage to stop the show. This one will be Ghanaian affair. Meaning, we are there to like steal the show. They stop us from performing.
Wow.
Yes. And I'm not saying you'll be a catcher me. I experienced this myself. Bisa have you seen any Ghanaian artist that work on Nigeria? Why successful that? VVIP went, they came back. They will not allow you. They will never allow you. But most of them, they come through our market because you're being jagba toho. They come and use our market to climb. I'll give you a simple example. Flavor is an example. Whiskey is an example. A lot of them, including Fela Kuti.
Yeah, Fela.
He was living at Osu with Faisal and all these people.
Yeah, Chief Sami.
But they will never allow you. Nigerian nyom omu release yano de Ghana by hate. A friend say Evied Nogoli, Ghana, Felix Liberty, Ghana, Sonny Okusin, Ghana. You name them.
It means our presenters are the problem. Most.
Look, our presenters, when we hear one hit, bisa we say Adana Ghana ni hear one hitter, it becomes very difficult so by another hit. Because we hear one hit, no they are so much you say why ye. It will next album no or next single no they are demanding so much that you can't afford.
Okay.
First me born in sa me nya na say why ye no. They are demanding so much that you don't have. It won't say that you come down. That has been the system. That is the reason why some of us decided to say, okay, I will go into other businesses and rather sacrifice my career to help structure the system. I still have a lot of music in me, but it is a pain. With so much talent, and nobody cares for them. So most of the successful Ghanaian artists are angry. They are angry because they feel say nobody helped them. Nobody helped them does not mean say nobody helped them. Mm-hmm. Some people have helped them, but what they almost go through to become who they have become. If this wasn't social media, Shatta Wale would never become what he has become today. Because if Senkat Shatta Wale buy your time na social media ni ho na your radio station, the TV station kwana, trust me, come on breaking it down.
Me myself, I have issue with the presenters na no makakasa asem. The radio station pays you. You come, you have to play music. You have a playlist. Why would you want an artist to give you money to play his music?
Let me explain to you. So better say. Either radio station, most of them don't pay their presenters. Most of them don't even have radio program program directors. Because elsewhere they have your program directors are on natural. You cannot just go and pick any song and come and play. But Ghana no yajai bibia ngungunai. So every time they can hurry opens a radio station or open ya no start a bonyum anyhow. And basana ama bibia aye. Now let me tell you what is going to happen. A lot of radio stations feel say me Ghana nyom mebo Nigeria mebo foreign music, play foreign music. As you are playing foreign music, even the little royalties necessary Sadema Ghanaian artists now will go out. It will go out. You play more Nigerian music, we collect the money and send to Nigeria. Why do you think Nigeria will do a law, say play 80% Nigerian music so that the money will remain in Nigeria? So we have to change our mindset. This country, a major problem is say we hate ourselves so much there. We will never make it because we are a small country. God has given us everything, but because of self-hate, crabs in a bucket.
That
is the problem.
Shatta Wale. Was it presenters I am not successful.
And it's true. They are disappointed musicians. Trust me. Most of these people are disappointed musicians. No person hear music. And not the presenter. The question is, what's your Ghana new music or Maori? Now foreign music Maori. Some of them were playing even those days are not social media and a crampo de kakra. They would rather play American music or radio. So now what American artists ni history baby you won't know but Ghana need the on count and can page out.
A problem.
It's a serious problem. You know, so it's a matter of attitudinal change. I don't know Adia Ghana for ye time so much. Look, these things that I'm doing at Ghamro, that everybody is talking, insulting, saying all manner of things. I'm still doing it because of the love I have. Because I know most of the people talking don't understand what is going on. So Samesmika say, me did the encrofor catchy. Na that means then who will do it?
Somebody has to do it.
Somebody has to do it. Nobody will come from outside and do it for us. And if we don't keep that gate, when they break it, then that will be the end of everything. So, yes, I rather plead with you. Say you better call Ghamro issues. So
you better
now, yet to me explain.
We need to educate, explain because don't say accusations. No, I'm like Rex. We need to, but don't say like you're saying. Say any association. I mean, it a performing rights in a mochichi. It's in your now, but on say we are ignorance and also they don't know. Now one church and like I said, HammerTime platform no DNTI or no. We need to educate. We need to explain things to them. So Senate here, so no be a boss of war. Yes, all kind of sack. One more by you know, no be an documentation. No say kind of sa. 18 no by there. You know back be travel now for your Ghamro ne challenges. I Ghamro. That's it. Rex, to be at the position of former chairman of Ghamro and now the interim chairman, right? We're coming to Eden. Requirement to become.
Requirement, they say first, as a composer.
Okay.
Ghamro ni membership no a composers and the publishers.
Right.
Right owners in general. But by constitution, no, you have to be a composer to be able to chair Ghamro. Because publishers are businessmen. And composers are right owners, song owners. You know, by constitution, no, you have to be a composer to be able to chair Ghamro. So we go to your member, and I say, a friend say, we go to system, no, some period of time. That is some years, requirement of years, I think 3 years or so. Now, all sacrifices say, who lead the organization, no. First, you want to pass over board, no so. Then election, elect now become board members, no one. Then the board will elect its chairman or chairperson or whatever. So that is how it is. And take any magic beer. The most important thing, and they say, a lot of people feel say because of CA election, the association. Ghamro is not an association. Ghamro is business. It is collective management organization. What is the meaning of that? Right owners ya form your company.
Okay.
Company no. The fact say we are right owner no does not necessarily mean say you have the professional and the technical know-how to run the company day to day. So you have a board made up of the members who are the right owners, and the board becomes a policy board. And the board now appointed management, that is CEO, accountant, blah 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 blah, professionals to run the organization, that is day to day. So Ghamro has a structured management with legal department, accountants, friends say the CEO with marketing people, licensing people, and all that. Okay. Now, because I'm going to briefly say association, Tino, almost feel say the SS music are running, so necessary Ghamro running. But Ghamro a company based on guarantee. Now, our shareholding, unlike other companies, our shareholding depend on how much money out there shame. Ghamro no shareholding depends on your music and how much money your music is bringing. Intino wabum and a chira. But the problem is say right from Kosga, ebepim just maybe 2-3 years ago, no, the system at Ghamro distribute has always been flawed. It's wrong. And only the reason why I may call Ghamro.
Okay.
Because that system na ye use na acquire to say Sebio football.
Okay.
FIFA and the regulatory football all over the world. They have their rules and regulations. So footballer, you have to follow FIFA's regulations. Almost the 11 players and able, 1 goalkeeper. So and so and so. So football no one follows our regulation. Now be born with feature. But you will never be recognized
by
FIFA or anywhere in the world as a football team or whatever. The same thing applies to Ghamro. Collective management, over 250 countries. And there is an apex body called CSAC. So, Sawanya Wunyama said the Omoyan Wiasi Babia you will not be recognized. And if you are not recognized, say you Ghana in or America or Asia or whatever, the money will never come to Ghana because we said ye.
Also, you know.
It's a we know. Because as I said, which we said the reciprocity will be there. You sign reciprocal agreements. So, may the idea be better. Radio stations are more about foreign music. You know? When we collect the money, it must go to countries now. Mobo or monyono. Na yansu ye dia almost bo hono this kind of idea. Abre. So the whole situation is a Ghamro dane said any is running no. Yagiji sikano. Scan cry yajeje no. We don't have a data. I kire say hwan nyom ne boy na hwan nyom ne ya ambo. Yagiji scan ani achiche mama obia. Enti se ne kwadwo manu na ne nyoma ye hita. Obe spend this cap promoting you sa yakwaji scanner na yakwacha ma efiama nse bia 30 years ago yeah one song bi kura anye hit and the wo Ghamro friends register mu na yakwacha ma scan bi sa person so scan so man no sa complain say iswa because people must understand say wonyom na ye boy ya no hu sika na yaje de brew enya wonyom awe ya wo de ko share dem enti sa opese enyuma we ni 30 years ago men kasa nya nyom papa o me pa mo chew mo obi anyema no nsi bone wonyom ne ya nyom papa but anyom bia won time sabi o menyom awarepa
yeah
said me release ye ne ye bono no enya sa na ye bono it say me pese sa ba awarepa bi wa I have to find a way mema enkwala ni bi I record awarepa in a different style said me re-record for wakoma mane no so you renew the song to suit the current generation so that the music will be used. It's and Crawford from publishers. Omar Jumane said they brony custom friend they exploit the music. Nansaya wa mami ska ewo abiba ho.
Yeah.
E dey ntina mami se ska no. Me yi instrumental ewo abiba mu. E ma wo de advert.
Yeah. Habiba advert. O mami ska ho ska no ebino no. So there are so many ways enyom de sikaba. The same enyom abiba no betumi lyrics be from na kind instrumentation we betumi akoba to the film ase e sikaba. But so enyom na wakwakope baabi ada. Now expect certain the royalties are ese wunya bia. That thing is going to go out completely because me a member of Switzerland. My rights no Africa is for Ghamro. The rest of the world is for Switzerland. Okay. When I'm here very active, na me koto na me yeshin. Yet me royalty me 18,000 euros. But last royalty me 5 euros. 5. Because me I'm not active. So I cannot go and complain say then first na mo me 18,000 na say mo me 5,000. A day adwuma na I'll pay 18,000. So it's the airplay.
It's the airplay and your effort. For example, even if you're not getting enough airplay, but you are touring, the more you tour, people will go and stream your music.
Yeah.
And then we get mechanical royalties from those digital platforms and pay you. So, for example, ever since from Kosga up to Ghamro, the highest money Obia Enya, the highest was 3,200. I think since I think it was Kodwentry or Dadilumba those days. I mean even the last but one distribution we did, the highest money anybody got per distribution is not more than 3,000.
In general, no, not 3,000 anybody no. Unya based on what?
Based on
in
the system say we the albums here 20 we there 15 we friends say
and A-list artist.
A-list and that kind of stuff. And it doesn't work that way anywhere in the world. So for the first time this particular distribution here in December you started be a friend of title specific distribution. And me person be a
title specific
and I'm afraid the pay play no.
Okay.
Title specific distribution. Ghamro assigned agreement with an Irish company. Log radio stations in Ghana. They started with 131 radio stations. From January, we are going to log up to maybe 300 radio stations. Time I ball radio station call ball. artist cry a born on the duration you know the boy everything is locked. I'll show you samples here.
And as a no machine be able to capture frequencies no
through internet digital system. So
okay,
more log you.
Okay.
So when the logs come, and you aggregate it. When you're born, at what time?
Okay.
So the system will help you to aggregate to know. So okay, see the 100,000 to system will divide the money according to whose music was played at what time. And yes, we are not such. Let's say, Sikanopa Abam say 10 cities are. A 34% is for the record label, the publisher.
Okay.
And then 66% is for the author and the artist. So it is clear. Now we have another one. And also a digital. Royalties are we signed agreement with Capasso in South Africa. So they also go and collect royalties on the digital platforms. And now on this can be done. We pass the digital. And that is how it is done all over the world. And
rate, no, how do they determine the rate? Say, yeah, bonus more ha. Charges no more charge radio station, no, pay what?
There's only a problem with Ghana. There are other countries like America, Library of Congress, and a setting almost tariffs.
Okay.
Say, radio station be abundant per minute. This is how much they have to pay.
Okay.
We don't have that in Ghana. It's what we do. Yeah, we get a blanket license.
Okay.
Just like what connected pipe about fee. Now we limit it.
It's a flat rate.
Flat rate.
Yeah.
So we charge the radio stations blanket license. So login login. And for frontiers say radio stations do not pay based on their logs. We take blanket license, and even we don't take the same amount from all radio stations because radio station Ebo Konongo is different from radio station Ebo Accra. So we have different rates. Yeah.
So beyond the strength.
Beyond the strength. It's just can you know we are. They are carbon. I am passing. And yes, can you know the general radio stations? It be from hotels, it be from malls, it be from whatever, you know. But the same way, so and yeah, musicians now. So I am more money more radio so, and I use more money. Although I am money more radio so, about a year.
Yes.
About the party, I see. And that's it for. So all these things we put them together. So, for example, this particular distribution, there are 3 different distributions.
Okay.
But we are afraid of general distribution. It is a car, a chair, Senaya 1 million. Many friends say interim board not now, cinema management. I'm catching look. Even though you started title specific, but you got your call is straighter. Are there you for so many years? What's the son at once? And the problem can see beba. Engineering and kakaka. Etino, Siska 1 million nature, young family 60%. And Chama Ubia
said no, we and Dadano.
It is 60%. No, we shared it among 3,116 people. 3,116 people. And a 40%. No, yet according to Omar
the specific.
And we don't because we have slightest mistake. It's even the main distribution area. Those who are complaining say because that is friends say general distribution no. The way you be cry 130.
That's when you're here.
That's when you're here no. Any 130. So when you're 130, another 200, another 250, another 300. Now we complain say we see can this me pese me kano kura no chiro se sika na wanya na wisi so no enye usika
obi na akọbre na
obi sika wa bre ni ayi mu 60% e chede ama wo se de be ya e be kushini won kakra because levy na nanka blank levy na eba say because of the same technological change in thing levy no last levy by am because kanisha scam say 300,000 no dey ma all the 3 CMOs aso copy Ghana and Ghamro e be na Ghamro dey 70,000 for time ni pa 3,000 say no dey nya ti an kwaji price amu piana e be ka ho it is sika ya jeje kitin or spinners, radio stations, whatever. And I hear it. You know, what we need be piano. We need because you know say you change the system not once. Into the only Ibian Tiasia say obisika near the abrosia can say ye cost strict according to log sheets now. Trust me, and can nipa be 3,000 or Ghamro omunyahwe. Because nipa ye log your mono, they are not up to 400. And for the first time in the history of collective management, this distribution, somebody is getting 30,000, somebody is getting 18,000, somebody is getting 25,000. A bin see that. And
currently the highest is about 30,000.
30 plus.
30,000 plus.
Plus. You know, and that is how we are seeing now. And so we are making. Imagine say only 40% and ye chama or my alagom plus the digital one. So senka kasi ye the event say 60% ma or more scan your media. Somebody would have gotten 50,000.
It's our login system, no stations there to it.
You see the problem. This is the problem. Once I will use locks, to me in kase radio station we etria na we intia yentino ye hwe kwasi menu aye born nyom wo say Kingdom FM. Kingdom FM untia yentino ye ntia kwasi menu ka.
Where do you get the money then?
So we aggregate all the monies we have gotten, use the locks to distribute the money. As to chasing the radio stations to pay is another story altogether. So we look at it from say, okay, yeah, picking radio stations from Accra, Kumasi, other friends say regions. Yeah, you aggregate it, say, okay, these are the main radio stations and these are the songs they play. So we assume, say, most of the radio stations will play along the same lines because I know my hit and be able. So somebody like Dana Hamilton, yes, he's seen it for a long time. For the first time when I saw the money she's getting, I said, wow.
As in per the logs, no?
Per the logs. That's some gospel artist that yes, it's for a long time.
What's it because we check the
check the pepe, you check my obia anyhow based on it is if I said that Hamilton album back if they will resist in the South African album. Now because say, oh, according to number of albums, say no right hit. When you back sika diabano. It's more than will be 20 albums. But no watch is can there come will be said the albums here 20 into all the no sika will be because then you back it is not justified. It no me semi nyanom Ghamro for say said the yedru baby a say yan so yan me ba which o ma start this ka neighbor sa na say ekono say ye be pa election said it be be so it's not about what zuma so one go to amaro zuma and no else is say Ghamro ni ya building na ko do baby to say someone said the car you can say automatic car I was said you can a manual you said you can vote ma obi a ope that's why be say vote ma obi a ope na Ghamro na sesa abetiti de na yeso skema na acha ma obi a anyhow na paper why it will never happen again because the international community are on our necks
for their
monies because you cannot play the game according to your own rules and your own understandings and expect to say wo the obeji usika free nkrofo ho. It doesn't work that way.
Na ye login system na netimi international phone sika dem.
We have never sent their money to them because you just can't acha my nkrofo. Need to know money abre no. Because or no more outside no. Won't me come no $10 without showing him
why onya
$10 no. You have to show them the log sheets. Okay. So this is how and why you got so much. And yes, so yeah, just kana there are no log sheets. Say Ghamro, baby aya kokono. Ya chesika na apart from the general distribution na no tete style na no. The log sheets no, you can ask for your detailed statement and it will print for you.
It's like the transmission certificate from radio station.
Exactly. So the whole situation that is the direction. And it's so yeah. Right owner na say opese any royalties are put some work behind your music. Don't sit in your bedroom and think say wakwa akoda no be here adwuma yenkwaje ni sika na yemfamro. It will never work. Sebi me a chairman of Ghamro. Lock 16 back, medium, digital one, medium.
Was it an error or because you are not performing?
Because I'm not working.
Yeah.
So I cannot go and complain, say, I then I'm here chairman of Ghamro na digital, medium muntino. No, I'm a man because your music is not working. So if I want to earn money, I have to work. The same thing applies everywhere. It's in a moment because the way we are say kono, say ya maya jina nkoho, na ya need the way we are say kono and prepare you to face it. My typical example, I think say Musica Ashanti. Omo enya some digital platform bia omo di omo nyom egugugugu so. I think so as time goes on no they get some royalties. Munyina munya skarepe. Depending on the part onyuma usually dey skabe. The same thing applies to Ghamro. But the entire mo bebre mo complain escani is because Ghamro has done the wrong thing from Kosga. We've done the wrong thing for a long time. And after Ghamro ebe the right thing, no, you are complaining. And the pamucho Omar na ye chechere no. Don't forget to say you own your copyright even 70 years after your death. So somebody like Nana Pedu, so if the family per se omo any more royalties are, somebody must put work in Nana Pedu's compositions so that it will be regenerated. New people will re-record some of his songs and whatever. Bob Marley has earned more money from royalties
after his death.
Because the family, the man, they are not sleeping on the songs. They are doing cover versions. They are pushing the songs, using it for advert, doing this, doing that, and that's how they are making so much money. So yes, sir, there are so many beautiful highlight songs. Beautiful compositions. All I need to do is to get the permission, do my version, add on, and it will regenerate that music. When Edisike Bar, the original composer will make his money. I'll make my money. That is how it works all over the world. As for blame, it is easy. It will not change anything. It will not change anything. What will change is change your attitude towards your own works. Per time, let's hear about the industry and how things are going globally. Sebi. It is painful, say, Obashet so bit to say Stone Boy or Sarkodie or Miss V. Na Omu ye Juma, na Ubakwa Musika, Nadia Komobi. It's not right.
Are they members of Ghamro? The names you mentioned?
Some of them are. Shatta Wale is a member. Stone Boy is a member. Some of them who are not members, they are not members because they are angry. But for now, for the first time, now we have some respectable figure. So we'll call you, Master, Ghamro has so much for you. Come and regulate and take your money. Even if they have registered with other CMOs, show me your CMO. We'll transfer your money to them so that you can go and collect.
Sakodi Bahami Busan about Ghamro artist welfare and make comments about system. Unfortunately, I didn't ask him, so a member now, a member. I wish I could play that bit of in any interview, as a to him, as a, if the system is well structured, go build somo nyomba bi omunya, it go for say omo money nye kind of. Is Sarkodie a member of Ghamro? Sarkodie, for now, as I sit here, is not yet a member, and I know because of the same thing he's talking about, structure. Yeah, somebody like Ochame Kwame has even worked with Ghamro before as a ICMT, but he has never come up for his royalty because now they say royalty na edebe no. It's an insult. It's an insult, a disrespect because it's not based on logic. But for the first time, this particular distribution, he's ready to bring his whatever to come and take his royalty because it's respectable. So what did they mention? I say so. The whole situation is say minim se mi kumi hu ya adwuma. Mesika meaning sese minya no na dia akoma asmesi enti enye bi mo kono kraso mbeba be join sana akoya it is sana akoye but say I start to say yeah the right thing no look it will be a disservice to you with the office scanning so akora na say say every distribution you distribute twice in a year so every distribution
we have 5,000, now 10,000, now 15,000. Now fees can issue amount. Oh, the account next can for next 10 years. Not sure how much money you get. So what I say. But if may catch will say the highest highest money anybody has ever gotten was 3,200. As to compare to the economy we are. Of course.
What's that teacher?
Yes,
current one.
Current one. Yes, that yeah main distribution every. There you use your old system now. Be a benyabino. Yeah, no way. And nanka started say your friend say tax specific no beko. Na ma mention tax specific no. Tax specific no. And omo ye composers artists. Omo de ne beko.
Composers.
And sana record labels so the aba. The reason is young friend say who say Kwame Eugene. Artist money so and so. The label money so and so. Kiddy artist money so and so. Label money so and so. Miss V artist money so and so. Label money so and so. Who is the label?
Links.
It is the Ghamro that must know, because the system that collated doesn't know the name of the label. So a Ghamro necessary who say artist when label ni, artist when label ni, so that when you share the money and you give the artistic money to the artist, even the one that is going to the artist, you have to be sure say the artist is the owner of the song. Because a Rexoma akotu Abiba and an idine that's why you have to ensure say Rexoma the chro Abiba. Otherwise you go and give somebody's money to Rexoma or bra undeserved.
From presentation of the song
exactly. From the list nearby, and the system will tell you say when you aggregate it, the system will tell you say this percentage goes to the label, but it is Ghamro's responsibility to find out who the label is. So if the artist happen to own his own label, like Kojontri owns his own label, Freedom Family, then you give it to Kojontri. Scan Kodin is sema Honor can decide what he's giving to the label. Yenim said Rough Town Records.
Rough Town.
You can't go and give Rough Town's money to Wendy Shea.
Yeah.
You can't go and give Ebony's money, Rough Town's money to Ebony. So you give Ebony's money to Ebony, you give the label's money to Rough Town.
Okay.
So you have to know all these things. In the aggregation, a little bit complicated, but we take our time to do the right thing. You know, the same thing applies to the money that comes from the digital Destiny Kapasu, and also about the name of the artist and the label.
Among your members, still on your active music now. Do they present their songs as and when they release?
They don't. That is one problem with Ghamro too. So, for example, there will be a friend a split sheet.
Yeah.
The split sheet is when an artist writes a song or you go to studio to record a song, you, the creator of the song, must inform Ghamro say, Sanyum way, many are in a troye. Like you played one song of mine, like Bright and Sunny Day. Yes, I featured Ochiame, but the lyrical content now Ochiame rapu, it is his own creation. I did not write the Ochiame rapu, for him.
Okay.
I composed the song and everything, but Ochiame kwami be mu be rapu, ne rap no lyrical content ni ono an nchro. So in this scenario, Ochiame kwami owns 50% of the lyrical content of that particular song.
Okay.
So if there is a split sheet, I mean say Sikaba for composers composition means the song and the lyric. So in that scenario, 25% of that particular song will go to Ochiame Kwame.
Okay.
So this is how these things work. So if you don't have the right metadata, it makes it difficult for you to even distribute equitably. Bisa who say how many Ghamro members and amasa metadata ebinum nim almost so nim krana they will not do it. Look, even for them to come to Ghamro to register, no, some of them are too big. They are stars. So I say, oh, I like my boys come. But royalty and copyright has nothing to do with your voice. It is you. Because people must understand music talent, artistic talent is seasonal. Look, why na a journey that could be practiced a bedroom say obiti say na nampedu a bedroom baby no nyom beba form or daddy lumba or Kodwentwi. So when you are on top, are you saying say Shatta Wale or be say forever? No. It never happens that way. Every generation comes with the new ideas, with the new vibes. It's when you are on top, don't despite the little money start are trickling, because when you come down, it will be necessary for you. It's people must understand. Me ba Ghamro no me ni me team. Yeah, welfare system. I been see Ghamro da. The welfare system. So we a Ghamro member, we all benefit equally. And it doesn't matter whether we are Shatta Wale and I say we a friend say obi awaye nyumba ko pay hate. And know your welfare it cut across everybody, because we are dealing with insurance companies.
Okay.
So so we a member now who sika bia de be ma we hwan the same thing. O ma mi who sika de be ma we hwan the same amount. O papa who the same. O ba only less than a friend or less than 21 years who are the same. And know your welfare.
Okay.
But when it comes to royalties, it based on music usage. It now information be me person side to ya. Levy no. The fact said the bia ka say levy na kofomo enwo ho sa da bia, because we've been working towards it. Emrana establish levy no must change. And enya Ghamro necessary. Eya buying necessary. So Ghamro adwuma say ya lobby abaya say no emra no aka krabini asesa no time aye emra no na ye CDs pen drives and as a back porter ye je ho levy edema 3cm no satam na a friend say this smartphones ne tablets ne a friend says standard hard drives na embaye says ye the sane man nyina aka ho. It is a levy no a friend say new law no pass ya, the levy will go up again. And the levy, because it's not based on airplay, we will share that levy based on said percentages. Yeah.
Okay.
Because sabi, what is the essence of the levy? It is compensate a friend say illegal recordings or illegal abuses of cover rights. Right. So me a hit no say if ya abuse obi a writer, me am I hit ya abuse me more than what when you hit. Yes. So we will share them according to percentages. What I say. Yeah. So people must understand. They say sabi me a artist, me a composer, me a publisher, me a performer. That should be some back or fear. How I want Ghamro to serve me is what I'm working on now.
Prepare
for yourself, exactly,
including all of them.
So man tina be feel say sebi because Ghamro adwuma na too much adwuma say na Christmas time obi edi ne bro nya na metra play ma betra ha me education say come so make me atena me family ho. Who is paying me for this same education? I can do it somewhere else and I got paid. Yeah. So people must understand. Says ye nyina e ka say we will just keep complaining. And one sad thing about Ghamro member me pese utie me Ghamro na ho na ye wow company. So wo wow company na se eniema ekoso company no na se even enya wo da na wa anko company no aho anko hwe ekwan befa so ade ne be na de kotena radio station na on tria royalty see emfa ma wo no wasa kotena ho e ma ne content a bisa ho nipa wo ye.
I don't find it difficult to approach the office.
It's not, and yes, I find it difficult to approach the office. Abe bibi oho obia fi say the facts of because Ghamro, I say not just say I don't know. It's a self-destructive tendency because some in previous. Some me company, na company problem mo. Sabi me fan kwatena radio station. I'll fix it. Obi ya che usika ma. Ye din kan aye video ya ye public statement say this distribution no aye different. We are doing it 3 times. We are doing general, we are doing title specific and digital. Wunya general one na usika na ya send dia ma o mobile man wa screen capture dia ko to social media. Se mo hwe sika Ghamro de ma me na visa me kwa ma fa na wo ye me. So me omo yes ano se che title specific na de obenya so fa beto social media no bia hu.
So nya ketwa bi hu, nya kese
so fa to mo bia hu. Ya cha digital so fa beto social media no bia hu. Why na kwaje na katua no de beto social media?
It's wrong.
radio station akwatena o ye dede no omo ji omo pe a omo de be kire wo. So we need to change our attitude. I don't care who you want to vote for to become your next Ghamro chairman, or I don't care. I care about say organization ni be ye. Kwadwantwi time na me ni board no so. But me serve way, I don't have to be a board chairman to serve. Obi obeka no krobia ni say kwadwantwi time bibia no mo ye bia na me di e kira me support ho. Because I believe say build the organization ni ya ebeye ya ma ye nyina ma nwini de ne ya wo je de wo dwene daachi de wonni hɔ a organization ni beye ye na etumi anya royalties e de ama wo ma me ma typical example. Dr. Ifrimamu, may he rest in peace. He's one of the brilliant composers Ghana has ever produced. Ochro yenara ya sasini. I believe said during his lifetime he never made money from that song because it was a patriotic song. But recently, because of so a member of Ghamro Ntino, MTN Yusu Ninyumno, who fought for him? Ghamro. We collected something very substantial and they demand ma. Ongunkoye, but nema benefited. But one minute now they will jig the DNA woo. Na Ghamro say, Ghamro say, Officer Rexoma now you are joking. Because Rexoma will not be a chairman or acting chairman or whatever of Ghamro forever.
Are they seeing big money be a mocha munchem niana?
Hearsay. Sabi. The amount of money assessed Ghamro to me control. No. Ghamro is not getting it. It's not getting it because most radios, small country like Ghana, we have 400 radio stations.
That's a lot.
400 radio stations. Ghamro mfinya say you bet me at 400 radio stations in Adoma Kokot.
We also about 50% music.
And Sabi in previous and Sabi Omupokro Mujino Munaiso Wakra. I don't want to mention some names. Big radio stations from Mujino Munaso Krano. On Triasikana, you saw Koboka de Kokot. No one who say Obelusu case, no the medical kuku, no habitual baby. So by the time he pays you, scan out them and I would be a legal fees. People must understand. So
intentional.
They don't want to pay. 80% of radio stations in Ghana are not paying Ghamro. So if we are Ghamro member, now we are same can. These are the people we have to target.
Now you say I'm buying login system in foreign companies, no more capture. See, okay, pure ya bought ABR 10% foreign songs. Say no say ba. That's almost at demand. How do you get the money to them if we are not paying?
A time will come. You defend the radio stations for Ghana. A time will come. Ghamro will step aside. Because there are foreign publishers who are ready to pounce on Ghanaian radio stations. But because of, say, international treaty now, Ghamro is the only collective management system. So they have to come through Ghamro. So we have been defending these things. Maybe they were going to attack one major, BMI was going to attack one major radio station. And we interceded. But we can't continue to that. Because if someone try your car, you better mama be pounce or so. So the whole situation is, look, Ghamro is the only organization in Ghana, in Africa, what we are taking telcos, all these major telcos to court and we've won the case. Yes, we won the case, but who is talking about it? The Ghamro members who are beneficiaries are not even interested. They are jumping from court, left, right, center, just because of a simple election. Go and elect your own executives.
And then no international achasa.
Ignorance. I'm sorry to say this.
Election no.
Common election. Me time so ye no. Me pep basabasantino. Me time so ya na me catch me board nyina. 4 days before me time beso. Let's step aside. Let's hand over to election committee. Let them go and do the election. According to constitution, within 3 months we should do election.
Okay.
5 months near election no. Because Omar election committee no feel say they don't have to report to the board. So they are hijacking the organization.
They don't want to report to the interim board.
No. You see, we elected the election committee 90 days before a time beson. In fact, now say 90 days before a time beson. By no 150 days before a time beson. So that they can do the election, complete the election so that we can hand over to the next board.
Okay.
And no me daily waiting etoto kotokrania ma yetam no so ye. Yetam no so na me hand you over.
Election board, no interest in saying.
I don't know. These are some of the things. I don't know. Just go and elect your executive. It's a Rexuman among Pena. Vote against him. Bring the new people. Let them continue. Last December, look, this distribution men am delay. Omoyams there be montrain. New board will back. There's no need see a better rush see a distribution. Let the new board come in and also take over. It's omoyams there be montrain. So December 7th, we were supposed to have gone to do our election.
The Ghamro election.
Yeah, what international seminar I say. And a Ghamro member, all the election committee, best servo. Ghamro CM, no say, the interlocutory injunction. At election, I so.
Reason?
No reason. Because someone fee say, as some no more election. No. Election, as some way I went to me, according to Ghamro Constitution, general emergency event is a General Assembly. 300 people called for emergency General Assembly. We went at Apatagasi Asikumasi. And then you came and you moye my account ma General Assembly no. And I'm say amount time to me anya election tino. Omar dissolve mo. Anya Rexoma they dissolve. Omar dissolve mo tino. Omo select interim friend say board to oversee the election. Me select 5 people. Me say 5 people don't elect omo chairman and omo elect me. We acquire no my 40 days to do this election. Within 20 days we wanted to do this election. For some reason, it did not happen. So, you see, I sometimes it sounds like me be some who say I am there not as even an interim chairman. I'm there as a director. Because company's code is strict. Say no company must run without a minimum at least 2 directors. Because if there are no directors, are you going to give the company into the hands of employees?
No.
So I'm there to protect Ghamro and the members of Ghamro. Protect their money. Because the people now I employ my staff, no, you can't guarantee anything. So the whole situation is me pamenyan kende ya election. Na ya select mkrofo ayepe. Na Omar take you over so Ghamro can move on.
But would you go again?
I'm part of the friends say nominees, no. I'm part of it. Because I believe that what I went there to do once a election distribution it's one of the reasons why I went to Ghamro. But to achieve this it is anka election no nanka even man winning my board no so anka this thing would have happened now
with a new
board and they will take the glory for the job Juma my yemi dimi who attempt for so many years. They would have come to take the glory. But star my core omodi friends say injunction that 2 election is so no. Then I said okay, we cannot stifle people's money because the law also say car not more than 6 months, pay the money to the owners. So based on that law, we decided to do the distribution.
So those who are behind selection in Maso, are they seeing what you're doing?
Maybe there's politics. So people are playing politics. But the question is...
No. Is it affecting you?
It can never affect me.
So why are they doing that?
I'm an entrepreneur. Me drive for Yansan and Subeto. Sebi in previous. Sene and your correlation. Nama vote to Amamia. Mekwa Yemejuma. And not just a member of Ghamro. I'll still be a member of Ghamro. I'll still give every advice that I have. Whether you take it or not, that's a different thing. But the question is, leading a CMO, being a chairman of a CMO, it takes just more than a musician. I want to repeat. Leading a CMO or being a chairman of a CMO, it takes just being a musician.
And what are the requirements to become?
It's not an association. You have to have an in-depth knowledge of how CMOs are run. You have to have in-depth knowledge of how corporate governance works. You have to be an entrepreneur. You have to have business sense to be able to maneuver. Because, for example, you are there, Nigeria comes and say, I want to sign a reciprocal agreement with you. You have to ask yourself, what will benefit Ghamro? If I sign reciprocal agreement with Nigeria, it means to say every Nigeria song they play in Ghana, I have to send the money to Nigeria. What is the percentage of Ghanaian songs I born in Nigeria? Ghana 30 million. Only 200 and something million. So say you bought Nigeria nyom do ha. near Morgan and Yom Dudu or Nigeria, it means that we will collect all the royalties and go and give to Nigerians. So me as a businessman, I will not sign. But if somebody who doesn't know some of these things, oh, yeah, Nigeria for crying no mass sign contract, he will drop and go and sign without knowing the implications.
So for countries, Ben, I'm no signing.
When we are signing UK.
Only UK.
We are signing UK because UK have a lot of catalog.
Or about to.
We signed UK,
okay,
but we weren't able to pay them because we didn't have the system to pay them. So we pleaded with them, so my time. So now they've given us a lot of time. That is the reason why we needed to start this so that they know, say, we are serious.
But foreign countries in Bidiaba,
a lot of them, they are pouncing on us so that when we sign, they can collect all the money because they've seen, say, Ghana play a lot of foreign music and stuff like that. You know, so the thing is,
backlog, Nana.
Of course.
Oh,
send the friend say when we get to the bridge, we'll jump it. So, for example, a company came, they wanted to do something with us. They are help us to structure Ghamro properly with technology and all that. But there was a simple tipping question. Metadata, the Ghanaian metadata, music DNA, no, who does it belong to? Okay. Music DNA means every information about that song, the composers, the authors, the arrangers, the publisher, everything, who owns what, must be documented and then must be coded, because we have something that we call ISWC, International Standard Work Code, that is related to the composition. And nyum biasa na beko studio akwa record no ye tro answer into tro nyum no then you can get the ISWC code, which is International Standard Work Code, nyum no, to identify it globally. Then when you go to studio to record, it becomes a recorded sound, because owners, the interested party of the composition, is different from the interested party of the sound recording, because a label and obideni studio record. So when you finish that one, the recorded sound, which is the master tape, also get another code that is called ISRC, International Standard Recording Code. These are the codes that any song needs, and it links to Ghana IP, so that you should be anywhere in the world that it triggers for you to know, say, this song belongs to this guy, belongs to this label, belongs to Ghana.
Very technical.
It's very, very technical. And people, when I went to Ghamro, we did not have any of these things. It takes time to build these things. Even Office Square better na adwuma kra no na sebi ya hu a first documentary wo ho. But you see, majority of men crofo no yenni ni sesi ane yenko. It doesn't work that way. Obi to make us say, oh, na a friend say, mama me royalty kete na staff no more office no muntua omoka.
I was about to ask that.
But the question is, obi akọ school question accounting. And I was set to company na wo wafa no so me adwuma ma. Na se o company niam anko ya aka say ade na company niam anko na me tua staff no ka. Eniam mo nko na wa ba ye wa de. The thing is, you have employed professionals, and the law says that sika bia obaji bia no, don't take more than 30% for administration. Administration means everything. Legal, salary, logistics, whatever. And these are the monies I usually treat staff no ka. It is a you just can get 30% no air running administration no. Now 70% ye chana wo dia obenya na iso. You don't blame it on nipa or ye adwana ma. It doesn't work that way.
Now how many more salaries?
For salaries.
More members need how much do you have an idea how much you guys take as salaries?
The board doesn't take salary.
No, but I can't also get 30 million.
Or you throw for. I'm sorry to say that. And you know, even when I was elected to be a Ghamro board chair for 6 months, me catch them a board and say, me empower na keka. It's nobody will take any certain allowance until we go for AGM. And you call AGM ni debate yes say. Okay, my predecessors now just certain allowance 500 cedis per sitting. Okay. So me to make Ghamro 3 times in a week because adwuma ho no intensive. So me trans am just say me Ghamro 3 times a week na be ko ba be ma me 500. It's too much on the organization.
But just 1,500 a week.
It's too much, and I don't believe say morally I don't feel comfortable. It you know AGM na yen discuss no mo ndwene ho say bosome ombema me fuel allowance bia omo calculate ebinim se ma me 3,000 ebinim se ma me 1,500 ebinim se ma me 2,000 omo dwendwene ho na omo nyina ba agreement say ma me 2,500 the whole month
as fuel allowance.
There's so many things that I do for Ghamro that fuel allowance is not here nor there. I've crashed my car 2 times. Who repaired it for me? So sakono ba je ke betra ha no say me 3,000 a month. First, the figure is wrong. Secondly, it's not a salary. Me just can do kotofu gu miami ka me de adwuma ma. Na me na ma pen down na me de me ja me nyuma to na me kwa pen down. De me ma ho de me nim de ene me car ne me bibia ye adwuma ma Ghamro no. Fuel kwa mo ntongu me car mo so no. Obeba betena be ka ho asem. On my fufro bi so na me yes adwuma we a. Say scan na ke de be ma me. So the whole situation is people must understand. Say sebe impreduasa Ghamro sika adwuma na ye ho. Into kofa staff sebe CEO no the sika awoje accountant wo sika omoje nya ha na me ba betena se aka but it is there, it's documented. Every year we run open book policy. Every year audited account, we print it, we give copies to all the members, those who care to want to take it. Digital copies, hard copies. Nya submit a copy to attend the general's office. I want my license to operate. So, as for Obi El Bonitrima Kandi Ope, that is the masterpiece of Ghanaians. We love that. Sa konoba jeki papa yo betina habe kan assassin we. Sometimes nyen sem nyina na yeka. He came complaining, crying, say odi obi ka. Ti Ghamro muano. Ghamro welfare policy untumi nkwadi obi ka na Ghamro metua ma. Papa yi ekika mu a me fanyansa kwan bi so. And you contribute to this kind of man. You demand that, and then a year me, and this kind of man, no, the next week now, better now radio stations are where they are.
Enjoy.
You see, so when any people to say, what will you do? What will you do? Sabi impressed you, sir. Me business, I mean, say 2,500 pound me earning in a month.
Don't survive.
I said, man, okay. Sabi impressed you, sir. Me Mercedes Benz and I'm a team 4 years before me be chairman of Ghamro. Na Ghamro members bidding nam. Say me the Ghamro sika koto Benz. Na sabi me Ghamro chairman no. Na me nam form. All these things, it doesn't help anybody. Ya nhwe ye mre bibedu. Ni papa bia with nim dear we stay away from Ghamro. Na ebuagu. Na sesa na yepe na yakoye nim.
Na Omar login system, how are they making their money back? How are you paying them?
Ghamro have to pay them. So the strategy is, that is why it is very important for us to work hard so that we can earn foreign money. Otherwise, see the kakrana ibenyano within our 30%, no, or see assistance be into dollars and euros to go and pay the people who are providing this service. You see, in going forward, no, you getting rid of the human intervention when it comes to distribution. So the login system, the login will come and it will be fed into another software, and the software will do the aggregation, and the money that we have collected, when you feed it with the software will distribute the money and generate the statement pro rata.
Okay, to say the YouTube
exactly payments, no? The only problem we have is we don't have a law that guarantees us with a tariff.
Okay,
unlike other countries. But still, there is a way to do this in such a way, say, even if it will be, friends say, a margin of error, about just 5-10%, which is acceptable. You know, the Ghamro system is not perfect. We have started a journey. And me pleading with all members of Ghamro, say, forget about personal attacks and personal interest. Ghamro doesn't belong to me. I'm contributing my quota. That's me free. Let us all come together. Put your personal interest aside. All the top artists are more Ghana. Let me assure you, say your best bet is Ghamro, because every artist, your prime market is in the country where you reside. This is your prime market. So more I must say, and a Ghamro this and Ghamro that. Say yes, means me can sign me. I'm some compare me baby tonight. Ghamro no kenjina baby. Get involved, because when the Rexumas are gone, who is going to take over? If you don't come and learn through the system, who is going to take over? So me pamucho, the Sarkodiyas and the Shatta Wales and the Stone Boys and all the young guys that are energetic, get involved. Samu, yes, we need to yama ninja. Samu getting involved. That's something is going wrong. You will see. I have been focused. My imaginary freedom, I don't care, because I didn't go there to steal anybody's money. I went there to fix a system, and that is exactly what I'm doing.
With this new login system, can it be a certain amount? I think say a big job to be part of Ghamro.
And that has always been my prayers. Say you better do level beer. You better be a jinaso technology be a jinaso system be a jinaso near the Chessica in such a way. Say the big artists and the up and young artists, new artists, now will start to have confidence in Ghamro. And I thank God, say it is beginning. This is just the beginning. And my prayer is for Ghamro to become one of the best CMOs in Africa. Also
now say ibinya ketwa no obeka enyoma say ibinya kesi. This login system ya mu the 40% na mu ye na purely login no pay per play no. Who is getting the highest?
I don't want to mention names. It is unprofessional for me as a chairman to come and sit here and mention say asimesinya way. I will not do
not the amount. Who is getting the highest? Not the say we are 2 cities.
Okay, Shatta Wale is getting the highest, followed by some of the artists that I never thought say ye chiti omo. Like in Promise.
Also Shasroho.
Like an artist called Walasi. You see?
Walasi. New artist, Anna.
New artist. He's a new artist, but not very new. He hasn't been headline in Ghana, but he's doing well. It's the same, my friends, Afrobeat, but the guy is unique. You see the thing? So you see, the system doesn't lie.
How many years in the industry?
Oh, he's been there for about 5 years, or 6 years, 8 years. He's been there.
Walasi.
Yes. Go and Google and listen to his music.
You
see, so for example, you say somebody like Celestine Donko, Diana Hamilton, some of the artists that are getting good money. Of course, Kwame Eugene, Kiddy, and all those names.
Because their songs are everywhere.
So you see, there's artists Kwame Intini, the Makasio. It's also, for the first time, he's getting something. It's not huge, but something that is appreciable. So Joe Metal and all those guys. So I'm happy to have seen the current names popping up. And some of the artists in some more large repertoire, like Machidi Days and the Kojo Entries. And you see, I'm so happy what is happening now. And I just pray that we'll continue to push to the boundary so that human intervention will be minimized. And then we can have a Ghamro that we can all be proud of. So
with this distribution, because before the year ends, it's starting 30 days ago.
Yes, 30 days ago, the general one has been done. The second one, which is title specific locally, will start rolling yesterday, today. Then I'm sure we decided the distribution will go on up to the end of January.
Your friend says you got twaba, AB and Nenichna. Now say BBA where now. Would you be satisfied with where you have reached?
Yes, I'll walk.
And would they be able to continue where you left off?
It depends on how and what, because everything we did, we have documented.
Okay.
Every minute, every decision, everything is being documented. Ghamro is running a proper, well-structured administration.
Now. I will be bound to miss something.
No, you can't. It is running well-structured administration. So you can't come and do anything anyhow. But them. I pray, if I don't come on the board again, I walk as a free person with my chest out, knowing, I've contributed my quota.
Alliance for Change, one for this. Are they still chasing you?
I'm inviting all of them. I've invited them several times. When we were looking for software to do this, I gave them opportunities. Say, Muslim will be Monfamra. They didn't bring it. I had 2 meetings with them. Monfamra, if your system is the best, why not? Ghamro will adopt it. Say me to have I don't know. So you see, talk is easy, but when it comes to the doing, it's a different ball game altogether.
You live on Pure 95.7 HammerTime. And then you and Rex Omar and a and Komono and a technical, church, rights, Ghamro, and association, a performing right of owners, more engineers and also how are they benefiting from all these things? Because it looks like most engineers are not doing well. You see, there is the technical term you use. Most sound engineers in Ghana are also playing role of producers, technical producers. In fact, some of them co-write the songs. So, all your artists now can say appeal to man beat. Beat, is being created by somebody. Exactly.
And now the lyrical content acquisition. This is where split sheet comes in. So studio now can appeal to man beat now. You go to Ghamro online, you download the split sheet. Now my fairly form no. I created the beat.
Okay. You
brought the lyrics. I'm producing so arranging. You agree with the artist. Now my sign. Now my diabre Ghamro. So that you started the scare bar. Ghamro know the basis as to how the money must be distributed. But who engineer or so whatever. Now who studio no. When she then born to us a studio no book one day so much. Artist about one song major 3,000. Now to 3,000 we now critique beat no we not say then you are crying.
Okay.
That is what is happening in Ghana. Everybody was in the industry to get rich quick and jumping over the necessary things that they needed to do. Look, when I took Joy Daddy Bitters to court, first question, property bia or documentation. Show me a documentation that says that song belongs to you. If I had done things anyhow, I'm coming in any case, So I had to go back. The day I wrote the song, when I filed it, everything, I proved them, everything, including the album, and also everything. So you see, people must take, said they will see a serious or wow, friends, creativity, and no one about ubetwa. It is said you, we any biala, ubetwa swaba biala. Because says here, make us say, there are some people almost we will not give to them because we don't even know how to give it to them. Okay, I'm having Obidu Usika Mami, Hammer, Obidu Usika Mami, send me for minimum address, minimum account number. I don't know anything about you. How do I give you the money?
I'll just keep it.
I'll just keep it. Me keep it for 3 years. No one be this I'll give it back to the system and share to the members. That is the law.
It is a current way ebinya members mobile from an answer or mon frame.
Ebin wa ye publish your media by newspapers. Members. You are having monies with Ghamro. Please come and regulate or whatever it is and take your money. It's as simple as that. Kim Promise is not a member of Ghamro.
But the Sikadaho.
And Sikano next year the Ababe Kahu. I pile after 3 years now say 100,000 crown Amajia. We will share among the members. That is the rule.
Kim Promise. Go register.
It is simple.
Sack. Register Jack.
Shatta Wale our member. We have the account number, I have the BBR, so money goes straight into his account. The same thing applies to Stone Boy. Money goes straight into his account. So those who are not members, we don't know where to send your money to. We are pleading with you, come and regularize and take your money. Because Ghamro of yesterday is not Ghamro of today. It's changing and it will keep changing. Ghamro will become what you want it to become. That is why I went there.
And I'm hoping, said this time around, they will show appreciation and tell the whole world that this is what we have achieved.
Stone Boy, some time ago, promised me, say, if Ghamro start to do what is right, he himself will take it as a personal project to promote the works of Ghamro. And I'm daring him.
Okay, because of what he's going to get now.
Because what he's going to get now, he himself knows that is better than whatever he has ever received. And this is just the beginning. And I want all of you to understand this, say, so not to break the system, no. So when you are 10,000, nanka se unya 20,000, but ya mfani na amount ya chebia ma omwa nyum ya anya ne hwem because ye changing at once at the problem beba. But every distribution will change the percentage gradually. Gradually so that people can assimilate the new change.
This is HammerTime.
Most of the songs I'm here and man promote too because I felt this was a waste of my time.
To promote it.
Because if promote it's like a basket acquisition you.
Okay, so you right?
Exactly. So
waste.
Exactly. So my decision was to force and work hard with my team so that Ghamro becomes what it's supposed to become. So that when now Bobo Siakrasa would promote when him say the revenue streams, let me tell you, with all the music revenue streams now, the one that lasts is the collection society's one. Because even 70 years after your death, the money is coming. So these are some of the reasons why I've done very good productions and a lot of them in release. It's like, let me put it aside for now. Let's fix Ghamro first. And let's find a way to put our heads together to fix the Ghana music industry in a way when even a bedroom owner says, I don't have time to do the music, I will invest my energies in a young person. Let the person sing my songs, promote him, blah, blah, blah. And
just be able to top a dia. You say new releases from
exactly.
Rex Omar. The same review to us and crowd to you.
Exactly.
Okay, Rex, I am a production manager or a BKC.
Okay.
Or a test man on a manager Coco Flick.
Okay.
The Flick manager in Amsa or question B.
Okay.
And come in, I told us he tried to me. Oh, and I was on me, and I check microphone. Oh, there, check microphone. Hold on.
I'm asking, say, yeah, this modern days, yeah, na my phone, yaba, your business, your perception, say, like they've told us, say, Nigerians are invading the market because they do proper PR. A Nigerian will come to Ghana, and then now about presenters now. No, I find Nigerian about Ghana. Obisa say who is resourceful, whom can I run my music through? So they are using all our so-called gatekeepers, all our prominent DJs, all our influencers, influential people now, or more a matter in the music industry in Ghana now. They are using all those people. When they go outside Ghana, or more policy be say Nigeria no they carry last. That Nigeria no they carry last and no more, Or more clubs, they make sure if they are spending 1 cedi or 5 cedis, they make sure they will spend the 5 cedis, but they will tell you play Nigerian music. Subconsciously, one way or the other, no. At the end of the day, free normally leave Nigeria. Nigeria a day or mutiaka for all these plugs na generators car for them no. Omako spend it, but at the end of the day, they've created numbers for their people. Can't we also have such a system? Right, for especially musicians when they are releasing songs, and I say, Ebia Ghamro is doing, is bringing a machinery that is going to generate money for us when our music is played. Okay, so how are we going to make our music play so that Ghamro will be able to generate more money for the musicians? Even if we can't do it internationally, can we do that in Ghana? Like policy be a woho say okay, so Ghamro is using this machinery to take money for Shatta Wale when his songs is played
in clubs or
yes, in clubs, on radios, in places are Ghamro echo generators can.
Okay, a question now beside it's like 2 questions in one.
Okay,
may start in my catch say music is business, and Nigerians they do music as business. Any business I will no, you first have to find out the needed capital. Music is just a product like any product. So if you are Kwaku Flake, I'll compare Kwaku Flake to this bottled water. It's a brand. Okay, so we are manager. What are you managing? If you are managing a brand without money behind it, what is your marketing plan? What's your marketing budget? Don't just go to studio and say you have Kwaku Flake and you are going to beg some musician to a DJ to play it once in a while and you think you are doing business. No. So as you said, Nigerians will go to any country and invade because there is money behind the brand. So when you have first the budget behind the brand, then you think of a strategy to invade a specific market. One thing about Ghana is the music industry is under-resourced. Nobody funds the industry. Nigeria has this as a policy. So there is a state intervention. Let me tell you, a time came that anytime you mention the name Nigeria, the next thing that comes to mind is 419. Now, when you mention Nigeria, you are thinking Davido, Wizkid, this. It's a policy, it's a plan. Where is our plan? So, as a state, if we target the creative industry or the creative economy as a way to generate employment for the youth, we can position this creative economy. And let me tell you, when it comes to human resource, Ghana has it. When it comes to the talent, Ghana has it. The only thing we don't have is the funding, because the Ghanaian banking system, they are not operating banking. If you go to Europe and America, the way the Ghanaian banking system are operating, they are operating like susu collectors. Excuse me to say. The only time they will fund you is when you don't need them. Because when you do a business plan and send it to them, they will tell you music is intangible. So they will not fund it. When you are importing sugar and whatever, that one they will fund it because it's short term. Because after all, why? They don't need to do anything. All they just do, they spend their money to buy treasury bills because government is always borrowing. They just buy treasury bills and sit down quietly. No, why should I take a risk if I can give my money to government and sit quietly? You see? So the whole situation is Ghana must have a state direct policy that says that I want to invest in the creative economy so as to be able to boost tourism, boost the creative industry, i.e. music, films, whatever it is. This December must set as an example to Ghana policymakers that look at the number of events that happened in Accra. All of them were packed. Do you know how many people travel to Ghana even under COVID? So it is proving that in the creative economy, it is resilient, and only economy employ youth any more than any economy. Yeah. So a country that our youth don't have jobs to do, any smart country will look into this creative economy. That is what other countries are doing. Anyway, it's not Father Christmas. So look, Ghana, are you saying that Uncle Ebo White, his productions, do you think if there's a serious funding and plan behind him, he can export it? He can export it all over Africa. Weren't we sitting here when South Africa brought Omoja? Didn't we go for it? Sarafina, have you forgotten? No. It is a creative exportation.
Your problem is saying.
Your problem is saying the state does not understand or believe in the creative economy. That is. I find it difficult to understand. Why is it that? Look, America is being driven by creative economy. Because creative economy, this Facebook, WhatsApp and all that, they fall within creative economy, including media, including everything.
Chief Abridge, what's I mean by also Kwame Nkrumah to band set Emma musicians.
You see, what people do not understand, when Rexoma go outside Ghana and perform, what do they call him? Rexoma, the Ghanaian artist. Davido, the Nigerian artist. Wizkid, no artist will go anywhere in the world without the. So if we care to see the future of this country, there is so much talent. The only thing that they lack is the funding. Simple as that.
Last one.
So is it that the government is so does the government need to be educated about all this? Because one artist came here and was like, the government sees our work as a joke. Oh, we near her na onye ya entertainment. So they don't see the need to invest into any
You see, in this day and age, 21st century, any government that doesn't see creative economy as a serious economy, you don't have business governing any country. You don't have that business because you see.
So, okay, go ahead.
Look, America has won all their wars through movies. Yeah, the movies. It shows say we didn't kunim.
Yeah.
Movies. Don't they fall in creative economy? Movies are films, creative. Okay. Now, the whole system of industrialization, you can never succeed with your industrialization if you don't support your creative economy. Forget it. There are countries that are almost global, annual resource is based on tourism. Yeah, lucky. We have oil, we have cocoa, we have gold, we have whatever.
We have everything.
We have everything. So we really don't care. You see? And let me ask you, if you are sitting here thinking that Ghana government will one day support the creative economy as other countries are doing, ask yourself how well we manage even the natural resources. They don't see it. So the whole situation is everything we do is wishy-washy. Nobody plans for anything. You think that South African music is going all over the place because Omonyumi is so nice? No.
The government pushes it.
It's a state direct policy to push it. What I say, Jamaica, it's a small island, like Ashanti region. Why is it that their music is all over the place? Because it was a policy to push it. So, Yanya say, look, the word high life music. Say, Abaye Bibiti say, an underdog.
Yeah.
And one so no boyu, and no different name. Fela Kuti started with high life. When he came to Ghana with Kula Labito's band, not Usu. Okwe no create Afro beat out of high life. And what the jazz kakra e war. When this argument came, high life was originated in Ghana, because Nigerians have a plan. They decided to keep the high life and change the name to Afro beats. Now Ghana for Afro beats. Because we don't have a plan. We don't have a focus. There's no leadership.
Which ministry do we blame for this?
You don't blame ministry. You blame successive governments. Because if you make me a minister and you don't give me the resources to do what I need to do, it's a waste of time.
So ministry also push the agenda.
No, agenda, babe. Look, Ghana runs an executive presidency. One thing you have to understand. All the powers have been given to the president, apart from the one that goes to the judiciary and the legislature. And no executive not manipulating. So unless we have a president who believes in the creative economy, I don't even want to use the word entertainment. And my politicians now say, it is an economy who believes in that economy and by policy wise decides that this is the direction I want to go. You set up Exim Bank. Exim Bank is for export. How much money have they given to the creative economy? How much money? Opako nakoye film nako jino so mama Oscar. Say if Omar twist then a banker stood in front of me and said, you see, you musicians, your work is intangible. No, business say, look at my face. Do you see my face? Do I look intangible to you? I am the brand. What are you talking? They don't understand it. You see? But the question is, how many people can speak the way I'm speaking? A lot of people don't like me because I'm blunt. No cry about no cry kind to sebi. What you say? So that is the issue that all of us, including the media, you are part of the creative economy. If as a country we have an agenda, say we want to export our movies and our music, and we have the support of the state, trust me, Ghana, we are too smart that nobody can play games with us. But it's like wawuma, weja mana watu wama saram. Omu ko agopramaswa unsupportu omu. We are not say twa ho abeka say ade na omanya ade. That is what is going on.
That's a Sunday football cry you.
Sunday bibia you say okasa is okasa too much.
Yes, you penny for benyina. Yes, obi afeli he.
Look, see, why are you surprised a lot of creative people are going to politics?
Yeah, I mean,
the thing is, you see, Omar na yewo hono, nkagana ehia yeyu.
Debbie,
but yen set your priorities right. Look at Debbie, I mean, you so simple. Look at the state football club. How much money do we spend every year?
Yet,
use that only 10% of that money and invest in the creative economy and see what will happen. See, the thing is, it's a matter of somebody believing in this economy and come with a policy, say, and it must be a way collected chain of policies. We sit in Ghana, we don't even have a broadcasting law. How serious is our cultural policy? And musicians cannot set up a broadcasting law. Musicians cannot do a cultural policy. It is the state that will come and say, look, a free Nelkui, Ghana music, 80% by law. It is the state that will say that Obiankofa foreign music, because that thing is doing a big disservice to this country. How do you bring foreign soap operas and put tree in it? The people, the characters are foreign people, and you are making them mimic our language and show this to our children
with their culture. And we are quiet for all these years.
We are quiet because nobody cares.
It has killed our industry.
So when you finish this one, what you are doing, you are making these foreigners the stars to your people. Look at their color. So you are making the Ghanaian child look to himself as inferior.
Yeah, because
he doesn't see himself and his image on the television screen. So person said ipakoko better.
Yeah.
That is what you're doing. And woman ipakoko no can ikuro kasa. Whose work is it?
I mean,
to make sure that this doesn't happen, it must be a state policy.
Rex, any person busa say, sadly, as a government case stations in Yame Pamucho, sadly na moye no mujira munchaswa. What do we lose?
And Yame Pamucho, government doesn't beg. Government make policies and ensure that it works.
What do we lose?
That is what governance is.
What do we lose?
You don't lose anything.
So I don't know why you can do it.
Let me tell you something. We have gotten to a point where we hate ourselves so much that, including even the governments that are ruling us. That's the problem. Each one for himself and God for us all. That's what's happening in this country. Now we always say we are. How do you encourage the Ghanaian filmmaker? Say Uncle Bob Wesiano invest in Fankoya soap opera. Whilst I'm a flood market, no. Oko catch on the catcher say a friend say market forces. What market forces?
Now somebody say finance minister said we should be self-employed. So be
Massa, don't go there.
I'm coming there because of this creative art industry now. Yet the foreign products come in, put Chi language on it. A Kelly industry, no, they know, they've heard it. So we are quiet. We are saying, you create a job. How do we create a job?
He's just talking because he's a politician. He's just talking for talking's sake.
It's an honor to have Rex Omar on HammerTime to end the year, and I really appreciate his time. Me sure say ne, wow, you're a musician. Wow, person, autonomous. What's your name, baby? Na enche be sorry so. Rex, dia na ibe be keka ho, nyama keka nyina.
Dia me pesa me kenya na say me nuanom musicians ene more running labels, more industry no nyina. The only way I bet me akoyenim, we have to put our heads together. As I say, your agenda. Sebi your sister friends will refi now sakofa yenchi. Ena, sebi, we have to recognize that these are the labels. Young building our capacities. Let them understand how the global dynamics works. Say, okay, if it is funding, how do we source funding? The only way I bet me about together to do this is we should stop this personal attacks and all those things, because MWA will be and as we will be a young artist now person go into music. Say a business. A business, so you need to first and foremost, you can do your try and error stuff. But when you want to get into the real business, make sure say all the parameters are set right. That is why we need a lot of labels. What is stopping us from, like, links? We know links without anybody's support is doing well. We know Bullet, Rough Town Records without anybody's support is doing well. So we can have hundreds of those labels well trained with teams so that they will be the off-takers of the young artists. We know that people like the Chatter House, we know that people like Sadiq, we know that people like event organizers and so now say these people are the people who will be at the forefront organizing gigs for our people. Then we need to set up tour agents. Because of this new day and age, you can be a company sit in Ghana and set up a tour in US. What does it take? If you have the capital and the know-how, all you need, book the venues. When you book the venues, look for a marketer inside US through social media and whatever. Market the artists you are sending out. Let them go and do the tour and come home. So you are the off-takers who are exporting the new artist to take over and go and bring the foreign money. You know, we need to have a strategy and a plan. The same thing applies to the film industry. The same thing applies to the fashion industry. Now we are having the headquarters of AFTAC, the African Trade Zone. We have 800 million market size. What are we doing? How are we preparing our creative products to be able to take advantage? Or we are just happy, oh, and we have the headquarters in Ghana. Then what? Then what? How are we preparing our people to also take advantage of this market? This is what I want our governments to be thinking of.
If they will listen. Rest. That's it. Michelle. Yami Aduma 2022 first artist in Sopoku. Na edi nyankopon musra na srasra ho na dia take you off. Madam say some join me on HammerTime. You will say share Yami Aduma next week.